Why do I write songs? And why am I creative?
Creativity is what started all of human civilization.
It is what we are about as human beings.
You know, people create to find out who they are or why they are.
I think creation has a lot to do with our sense of our own mortality.
Creativity is in everyone and everywhere. Every child is born creative.
What are you doing, Sam?
Thinking.
So the topic is data killing creativity, and you just saw this video from a wide array of different types of creative people, from artists and designers, writers, actors, advertising folks. Just a couple of tidbits if you're interested in tweeting little anecdotes. The first girl who's a musician is actually the great-granddaughter of F. Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda Fitzgerald.
Actually, I think it's actually way more important today than it was 10 or 20 years ago. I think 10 or 20 years ago, or even 5 years ago, you could more or less have a fallback and rely on that either distribution would take care of your kind of issues or a big budget, and that's changed fundamentally. So all of a sudden we got to listen and we got to understand, and we understand what's going out there. We can't rely on those things.
It's scary, it's overwhelming, it's exciting, but those are still emotions that you have to say, oh, I'm living.
Air, water, creativity, it's just part of our life. If we didn't have it, we would suffocate.
No, I think it's always been important, right? Every idea that any of us are moved by is something that we wish we had seen, or wish we had. That's what creativity is to me. It's seeing something that others aren't seeing and doing something with it. And I think that is so much more important today, and we have so many more ways to manifest creativity. So I think it's always been important in our business. That's why this is a wonderful business. That's why this is a wonderful festival. But to me, with everything that is grabbing people's attention, the great stories told well with great imagination are the ones that people are attracted to. And those are the companies people are attracted to.
Everything from procreation to have an idea or a feeling and then to see it have a physical manifestation. It's in our genes.
It began when I was an unfertilized egg in my mother's womb.
I think that there is just so much clutter out there that being able to engage people and differentiate yourself is critical. We prove that through our analytics.
So we just did a study actually at Adobe about creativity, and it was a worldwide study, and it was actually kind of disturbing because some of the findings really showed that people don't really feel very creative. So 1 in 4 people said they were actually creative, and they felt that productivity is more encouraged than creativity. So do you guys think creativity is actually under siege? Do you think there's a risk that we might be overanalyzing at the expense of storytelling? Maybe I'll start with John.
I think it's about striking the right balance. I think that you can use data and analytics to make the creative more relevant, and I think to elevate the conversation within organizations. I think historically, creative was often judged by intermediate metrics and awareness and so forth, but when a CMO can walk into a CFO or to a CEO and say, you are creating this incremental revenue to the bottom line, I think that it's critical.
What advice do you have for our audience?
I think be curious. I think that as a creative, I think that's your one responsibility. I think as a creative, the cardinal sin is, well, first of all, the enemy of creativity is success and comfort. I think your best friends as a creative person is to be, not knowing anything and just take it on and be curious. And I think to me, creativity lives in the very heart of any kind of progress. Progress as you as a person and progress as an industry. And I think that's really important. So I actually love to take on things that I don't like.
Oh, wow. I can't imagine it.
Just when you said that, I felt nauseous. Ooh, that's a terrible thought.
It would be like life was just breathing without the extra part, the reason for living part.
So my advice would be jump in, be creative, but don't ignore data because it really, really can be helpful as long as you apply your judgment to it. So thank you all for coming today. Have a great day.